is Savage. This should be audio log number 5. It's been a bit, couple days. I don't know why. It's like taking a shower. You never want to do it, but once you're in it, you enjoy it. Well, that aside, lots have happened. I've got a girlfriend now. I've got more work to do. I finished version 0.4b of the RPG game, which I've yet to name. I don't know. Maybe one day. I'll put definitely a link to it in the description. Um, yeah. I went to the zoo the other day. It was pretty fun. Just looking at those animals made me really want to be where they came from, in this environment that they originated from. I mean, I definitely wouldn't want to be near them because, again, they are wild animals, but the places that they live came from places halfway across the world, all the way across the world, everywhere across the world. A lot of them came from Africa, though. And I just wanted to be there, see these places, experience this new things. It made me feel appreciative. I also got a bunch ton of more music for me to listen to while I do the boring, tedious work of programming. Talking about programming, version 0.5 is all about a new way to introduce the player to the game. A tutorial, visually. Before you just got a bunch of text that you had to read. Now I'm changing it up so it's a little bit more user friendly. Um, yeah. I'm also planning on making character customization or costume swapping. Uh, I'm thinking of making it so the enemy could do actions such as heal, defend, and special attacks, I guess. But I haven't thought of anything along those lines. Random rooms is another idea I have farther down in the future. More NPCs. I want to make the world a bit more dynamic so it changes as time goes on. That's definitely something I want to do. Oh, another big change. I've made, I've got my hands on actual programming software. Visual Studios is what it's called. I have no experience and no idea what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to leave it there until I have a little bit more understanding and until I finish these games. See, the games I'm making on Khan Academy are all demos and really can't live up to their true potential because you can't make your own sprites or sound files and the like. It's lost some functionality to make it easier for the player. For the coder, actually. Yeah. But that's good. Stepping stone, like I said. When I've still left the other Judgment alone, haven't played any of my roleplay games yet. Well, since I've last played them, so no updates to that. Except for an idea, all of my roleplay games actually had no ending in the beginning because I've never seen an ending to the game, a roleplay game. I just would never finish one, or at least I'd never watch somebody finish it. So I realized I need to fix that. Games kind of need an ending. It helps. I mean, I like the idea of it being able to continue on for as long as you see fit, but that's not how it's going to work. So with God's game, there's going to be apocalypse after 6 days. A great apocalypse, and if your creature survives, ka-ching, you win. With Mutation Madness, you get 10 rounds, or 10 floors, whatever you want to call it, and at the very end you fade a boss. Which is a very interesting thought, because you don't really level up at all. You get a mutation. And that mutation could be bad or good. So I like it. Have yet to turn in the picture for the art fair. I have no idea how I'm gonna get it there or deliver it. Yeah, I'm considering walking home every day from school. Like, it really helps me get fit. It's about a mile from my house, and it'll help me stay in fit, especially since I can't really do many sports since my arm's broken, which will the cast should be off this Friday. And speaking of which, I've got spring break. Nothing to do. Absolutely nothing. I wanted to have a little meeting with all my friends on this break, but it was too short of notice. See, my friend started this thing last year where we called it the Meeting of Madmen. It's got stories behind it. I won't go into them right now. But as it stands, we're gonna try and do them more often. Definitely during the summer, I want two, and for every break, I want one. Uh, like, one will be at my house this summer, and one will be at my friend Corey's house. But from there on, I want to have it in a whole personal other place, so we don't crowd my family and his family's places. Um, kind of like uh, getting a room or a little, not small. I want it to be a fair-sized room, like size of a living room, so we can just be in there. I have no idea how we're gonna do that, and I'm all right with there being adult supervision. It's probably best. Last time we all got together, we almost blew something up. It was stupid, but it was fun. Really fun. It was really stupid. Um, but it's gonna change. That was only the first meeting. Also, I've been thinking there's things such as feminism, which I have no idea why they call it that. Maybe a female person felt like females didn't get enough rights, and they're like, equality for everyone. That's what we want. We'll call it feminism since men obviously have more rights, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I just think that's wrong. It should be called equalism because it's about equal rights. Feminism makes it about females being superior. That's what it seems. And people, as the internet refers to them as feminazis, people who believe women are superior begin sprouting out. That is not cool. So, I think that should be called equalism. There's also another thing that popped up along similar lines. What was it? Social justice. Apparently, doing a little research, it's just a terrible term because there's no actual meaning behind social justice. You give it a meaning by being its champion and giving it a cause, like gay rights. But eventually, it boils down to the government taking from people and giving it to others. Keywords money. That's part of the problem with that. And social justice can be abused. The word has been abused before, many, many ways. So, I think there should be a new kind of saying. Civil justice is what I've devised it as. And that's freedom to all people within reason. Well, I say within reason. Freedom to do as they please. No, freedom, it's. I had this all planned out. I haven't thought about it in a while. Let me sort my thoughts together. Freedom to seek happiness and prosperity without harming of others. And then rights to do as they please without harming of others. And to have the opportunity to do to be born with opportunities, and if not get born as a citizen, then when they become a citizen, to be given opportunities. And this should be available to everyone. It's, I guess, what the ultimate government should be like. I say ultimate. A government really meant for people. Of course, I think the US should be a little bit more of a socialist government, providing for the people. Like children. They should provide at least small amounts of food towards every family. Like a family can go somewhere and pick up food. I know it exists, but non, like, period. It should always be available no matter what. No matter what your money is, no matter what your income is, you should always have a food available. They should also have water always available, shelter always available, no matter what, unless circumstance dictates that they aren't fit. That sounds terrible. No, not fit, but they cause problems so they can't live within there. And I don't mean problems like, oh, they're a different race or blah blah blah. No, they just act in correct form and do bad things. In that case, they should probably go to prison. Also, prison needs to be changed. Like, we take more care of our prisoners than we do of our elderly. We should have welfare available to people. We should have free education. Student loans is a big problem too. Like, I doubt you'll find many people without debt. People carry debt around like it's a part of who they are. That's not cool. And I'm not much into the world. I'm just peering in, but this is what I can tell from just looking at it and from seeing at it and what problems it brought up to me. Um, yeah. And I don't know if you know, but apparently the federal bank isn't even owned by the government. It's owned by personal people, and that, in my opinion, isn't cool because that means our money is not in the hands of the government to help dish that out. It's in the hands of personal investors and people like that. And I don't like handing that power to somebody who isn't elected by the people. That's just not cool. Uh-huh. Um, oh, I've also been seeing a lot of anti-vaccine stuff, except for the anti-vaccine. I think a good way to explain it is there was a visual art or picture I saw. Of course, it's visual. Anyways, it showed a bunch of people with umbrellas out in the rain and one dude without, saying, "Why do we even need these things? I'm not getting wet. Come on, just put the umbrellas down. It's hurting your arms anyways." Vaccines, while yes, very very rare cases, there are chances of symptoms happening. It is very very rare, and it's better than allowing your child or family, anybody, getting these diseases which will lead to worse situations. And it is very rare. And as time goes on, we will improve our technology. So situations like that are very less likely to happen. It's just silly that people act like this. Well, I've been ranting on for about 13 minutes. Uh, don't die. Keep things interesting. Bye.